This is a matter of intent. In order to win this case, Jack Smith and the Department of Justice are going to have to convince a jury beyond a reasonable doubt that Donald Trump did not believe the claims that not only did he say at that time, but continues to say to this day, passionately, rally after rally to thousands of people in almost every interview he gives. Good luck proving beyond a reasonable doubt that Donald Trump didn't and still doesn't believe in the integrity of the 2020 election. What more? This is an indictment, in my estimation, not so much against Donald Trump, but against the concept of free speech enshrined in the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. I want to read to you, I think, the most operative part of this indictment. It reads as follows. The defendant had a right, like every American, to speak publicly about the election, and even to claim falsely that there had been outcome-determinative fraud during the election and that he had won. He was also entitled to formally challenge the results of the election through lawful and appropriate means, such as by seeking recounts or audits or the popular vote in states, in filing lawsuits challenging ballots or procedures. Indeed, in many cases, the defendant did pursue these methods of contesting the election results. His efforts to change the outcome in any state, though, through recounts, audits, or legal challenges, were uniformly unsuccessful. Shortly after Election Day, the defendant also pursued unlawful means of discounting legitimate votes and subverting the election results. In so doing, the defendant perpetrated 3 criminal conspiracies. A, the conspiracy to defraud the United States using dishonesty, fraud, and deceit to impair, obstruct, or defeat the lawful federal government function. B, a conspiracy to corrupt, obstruct, or impede the January 6th congressional proceedings. And C, conspiracy against the right to vote and have one's vote counted in violation of 18 U.S.C. 241. Each of these conspiracies, which built on the widespread mistrust the defendant was creating through pervasive and destabilizing lies about election fraud, targeted a bedrock function of the United States government. I would suggest to you that a bedrock function of the United States government is the First Amendment enshrined in its Bill of Rights, the freedom of speech. If Jack Smith and the Department of Justice intend to allege that persuasion, speech, is a criminal offense, they better get to building some prisons. Politicians employ speech at every level of their profession. And you and I both know that very little of that speech is truthful. And if the bridge that has been crossed is untruthful speech regarding the results of an election, we still need to at least build a new wing. And you should start with prosecutions against Hillary Clinton, John Kerry, or former gubernatorial candidate for Georgia, Stacey Abrams, all of whom have denied the results of a democratic election. There is simply no other way to see, in my estimation, this indictment other than an indictment against free speech.